Yep.
Bob, you good?
Yep.
Great. All right.
Talk about all over the place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll do, want to keep it in?
Sure.
In.
Hold on, you're in, Bob?
Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't.
You're fine.
I thought I was at the top and I wasn't.
You're fine.
Okay.
You ready? All right.
In.
Out,
Out.
Out.
out,
In.
Out.
out,
In.
In.
Out.
Out.
out, out,
Out.
Out.
In.
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
In. In.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
In.
in,
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out. In.
in,
Out.
In.
in. I don't know what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Out.
Out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out. Out.
Out.
out, out,
Out. Out.
in,
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 out,
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 in,
out,
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 in,
out,
in, out,
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 out, out. Looks like Carambas.
out,
I'm gonna go out,
out,
in,
In,
out,
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 in,
out,
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 in,
out,
out, out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
in, out,
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 in,
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 out,
out,
out, out,
out,
in, in,
in,
in,
out,
Out.
out, out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out, out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out, in, in,
in,
out,
out.
in.
Did you say in?
Yes, it in. In,
In, out,
out,
out, out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
out,
despite the dog. Out,
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 okay.
we got it cut in half.
Let's
yeah,
see.
all right,
You did 34.
Okay.
okay,
A little better than half.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to read captions for anything specific? We can do that.
all right.
Or we can.
I'd like to read one.
Which
Mhm.
one?
Or
Middle
two.
row, two up from the bottom.
Middle row. This one right here?
Lower.
One down.
This one right here?
Yeah, that caption.
The image of University of Akron graduate student Lamise El Batar is reflected on a computer screen in her dormitory room next to a photograph of her as a child as she looks through images documenting her severe facial venous malformation in Akron, Ohio. El Batar has been working with a group of professors and community members on a GoFundMe campaign to pay for treatments to lessen the deformity.
Okay.
How about the dress? The second row, second or third from the, yeah.
Sisters Peg Croucher and Therese Kravalik keep good care of a First Communion dress made from the fabric of their maternal grandmother's wedding gown worn in 1908. The First Communion dress has been worn by at least 14 girls over more than 4 generations, including the 10 holding the dress pictured. The dress is made from the fabric of a wedding gown worn by Emily Schimpf on her wedding on September 30th, 1908 to her husband, Michael.
That's an interesting way to do a portrait.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Huh. I'm
what about the guy with the one arm,
Well, yeah,
top
yeah, yeah.
row,
Mhm.
fourth over?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good question.
Yep, yep.
On February 10th, 2018, Quentin L. Smith shot and killed 2 Westerville police officers, Eric Duran and Anthony Morelli, after they responded to a hang-up 911 call at Smith's townhome in Westerville. Quentin L. Smith, accused of killing 2 Westerville police officers, makes his initial appearance in Franklin County Municipal Court on February 20th, 2018. Prosecutor Ron O'Brien, left shadow, and Columbus Police Detective Gregory Shepard, right shadow, filed a motion asking that Smith be held without bail that Municipal Court Judge Paul Herbert granted. Charges against Smith include 2 counts of aggravated murder, 2 counts of murder, 1 count of domestic violence, 1 count of possessing a gun despite a previous felony conviction, 9 gun specifications, and 4 repeat violent offender specifications. The Franklin County Prosecutor's Office will seek the death penalty for Quentin L. Smith in 2019.
Mhm.
I still don't know why he has one arm hidden.
No.
It didn't mention it, did it?
No.
Did I miss it? I'm wondering if maybe he's injured or something, his arm's in a sling or...
Or he lost it. Yeah. Right.
I mean, it looks like he has an arm because
Yeah.
the shirt goes that kind of far, but it was kind of a strange picture.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to...
I've never seen shadows captioned like that.
Right.
Very thorough.
Yeah. How about the woman just to his right?
This one?
Yeah. It's a caption.
Sandra Mendoza opens the blinds in her Springdale home Thursday, February 8th, 2018. She waits for Pastor Alfredo Ortiz to pick her up and her son Ricky up to drive more than 2 hours to Morrow County Jail in Mount Gilead further away.
Oh.
Okay.
What about farthest column over, third down? The guy sitting on the bed. Yeah.
James McIntyre, 46, sits with his girlfriend Brenda Malcolm Pineda as she rests on their bare mattress in the bedroom of their two-room apartment above the barbershop in downtown Woodsfield in Monroe County. Devastated by 2 major aluminum plant closings and a withering coal industry, Monroe County faces the highest unemployment rate in the state, 6% in September. Quote, "I'm doing what I have to do to survive," says McIntyre. McIntyre says the food from the United Church of Christ next door helps him fill in the gaps between his odd jobs as a grass mower and auto mechanic.
Wow.
I could vote again if you guys
Same.
feel ready for that.
Yeah, I'm good.
So 2 to keep them in this time?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
In.
Out.
I like this image, but I'm not sure what it's telling me. And we'll keep it in for discussion.
Out.
Out. Out.
In.
I'm gonna go out.
Oh, sorry.
In.
His eyes are pretty piercing.
Yeah. I'll say in.
I'll go in, yeah.
In.
Out.
I heard an in and out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
it sounded
here.
down here. I'm dying to see her wedding in the jail.
Yeah.
I hope we see that tomorrow.
Out. Out.
Out. In.
Go in.
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 I'm reading the caption.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul Buchanan, 73, says in his work stopped in Tennessee. Paul suffers from severe arthritis. Says he became homeless when he lost his home in a fire. He now runs maintenance for Tennessee. Quote, homeless is not hopeless. I'm working on getting one place right now. They can evict me from a house, an apartment, my front porch, but I don't know where the hell I'm getting evicted from the damn tent, Paul said when discussing ongoing contention between Tent City and the city of Akron.
I'm gonna go out.
Yeah. Out.
Out.
Out. Out.
Out. In.
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 I wish I could see one of her eyes at least.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out.
Yeah. Out.
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 Out. Hmm.
Baron, the glam god Baron.
That's a lot of glam. It's all the glam. I'm gonna go in.
Yeah. In.
2 ends? Yep.
Yeah. Out.
Out.
That's out. I just thought it was so dark.
Out.
Out.
Yeah, I'm colorful.
Yeah.
Go out.
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 I want to like this picture. I just need to see an eye.
Yeah.
Out.
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 I like the feel of that picture,
I know, it looks like a still from The Wire or something.
Yeah.
Is that 2 outs?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. 9-year-old drag queen.
Love the situation, don't love the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
great subject, cool
Mhm.
light, cool outfit.
Mm-hmm.
The picture doesn't do it for me.
Can I still from a story, maybe?
It's
Yeah.
out.
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 Yeah.
Out. I like this story, and I like the idea of the reflection, but it's still a little technically screwy.
I'm going out.
Yeah, out. Out.
Out.
Out.
Mm-hmm.
In.
Yeah.
In.
I'll go in.
Out.
In.
In.
Out.
What is this guy's story? Here, let's see.
Can you read it out?
No,
No,
I
it's
can
okay.
see it. There's a caption I have.
Coal farmer, coal miner.
It's out for me.
Is that 2 outs?
Yeah.
Mm.
In.
I'll go in.
2 ends?
Yeah.
Two wins, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm out.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm out.
I'm almost in.
I think the only thing keeping me in on this one is of all the kind of like chest up sports portraits, which there were a few. I think this one has the most mood to it, but yeah, I don't know if it stands above the rest in the category.
There's a vulnerable look to him.
Yeah.
It is. There's something unique about it.
Yeah. Number 4 overall recruit. So he's clearly like a big, strong guy, and this feels soft,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting.
Maybe he has that side to him.
Shall we
Yeah,
go in?
I think in.
Okay. Was
Two
that
ends.
you, Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is close for me.
I like this. It's just a little funky and mysterious.
It's a guy relaxing during a party.
Of course, it's not the deepest image in the world.
I'm gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm out. If his head was turned
It's
a little
still
differently
cool,
or
yeah.
something, yeah. I think that's kind of fun still. I'm still in on that.
I'm out.
Yeah, out.
I'm in.
In.
2 ends?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're going to get
Ready?
someplace.
13. So I guess now it's kind of which ones, I guess I would start talking about ones that you think either stand out to you or ones that fall short.
Well, I want to know the grandmother's love caption with the 2 Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouses.
Yeah, 4th one over.
Top.
Oh,
Yeah.
This one right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Quote, she was our oxygen, Kendra Hunter, 40, said as she clutched Minnie Mouse dolls belonging to her granddaughter Serenity Hunter, 1, who died April 4th, 2018, after allegedly being hit and thrown into the couch, pictured at her home in Toledo, Ohio. The boyfriend of Serenity's mother, Joshua Heron, 30, is charged with the murder. Prosecutors allege Heron was responsible for Serenity's fatal injuries when he was watching the toddler alone on Easter Sunday. Serenity's homicide is the 3rd case of the year in Toledo, Ohio, where a mother's partner is charged with killing a child.
Jeez.
I know.
I think it's so interesting that artwork on the right is still,
Askew.
askew.
And that picture's upside down on the left.
Oh, good point. I noticed that.
And I think those are things that are like drawing me to this image. It's just kind of the graphic
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
details.
Okay.
Yeah, some nice images here.
Mhm.
A lot of nice images. Does anyone need to, the artist on bottom, does anyone need to see her leg?
The which one?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Kind of bothers me we're hitting at her. Well, I guess it's hard for me to tell where her knee is on her left leg.
Yeah.
I think it's really graphic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really like on trend. It feels very right now, like you'd see that scrolling through an artist's Instagram page.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And you might pause.
Yeah.
So is she laying down on the ground?
No.
It says, artist Elsa Kennedy rests her head beneath a bridge in Eden Park, Cincinnati on December 23rd, 2018.
She's standing on her right leg and she's got her left leg up on a or a wall there.
It seems weird that she's resting her head.
I think they could have just said stands.
Yeah.
But I like that as an honorable mention. Or like keep in the mix for now at
Potentially,
least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pretty cool image for
Yeah.
sure.
There's not much, that black and white one in the middle row, there's not much caption there,
No.
really at all. But it's just a cool picture.
Yeah, that one stands out for me. I think it's really striking. What do you think, Danny? Cut you off.
I love the picture, but I just don't know anything about her.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually twins, like twin sisters,
Yeah.
that were.
We didn't even know her last name.
unbelievable. The image up there with the cowboy hat, with the woman.
Competitor Judy Foster of Mount Gilead watches the competition on the last of the 3-day fundraiser featuring the Black Swamp famous mounted shooters and the CMSA Cowboy Mounted Shooters Association at WB Ranch and Arena on March 18, 2018. This horse-mounted shooting competition, sponsored by Cowboys for Veterans, benefited the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society, which provides financial assistance, interest-free loans, education scholarships, and other support to Navy and Marine families.
I need that horse to be closer to justify giving that much real estate to that right side of the frame.
Well, it feels
Fair
like the
point.
whole right of the frame is just nothing. I mean, it's, to me, kind of wasted. And it's funny, when I see this image big, I don't really notice it, but when I saw it small, that pole going through her hat was driving me nuts. But, I don't know, it feels a little left heavy to me, but
Yeah, I wish it was vertical. I mean, I think that I get a sense of who she is looking at this picture. She looks really proud and strong and interesting, and I like kind of the dusty atmosphere inside this arena or barn or wherever they are. But I agree with what you guys both said about the composition.
the very first image, I love the hat and the snow and the red bow, and even the skin tonality is really cool. I guess it works as a portrait.
I'm out on that one. I think the pink on the right's a little distracting, and I wish it almost works better as a pictorial for me, kind of. I think there's stronger portraits that are in there.
I
Yeah.
would agree. That's not going to get an HM, so
Right.
it'd be okay to remove it.
Yeah.
It's not a placer.
No.
I could lose guy up in the
Bearing.
upper right.
Yeah. I almost wish it was just his beard, like head on, like I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot to work with, but I'm with you.
I think you sit and you stare at this image for a long time, but his eyes have no light hitting him, and that kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was just a little catch light in there or something.
Yeah, I know. And the lashes are just taking too much light away from the eyes.
Okay.
You want to do another round?
Oh, sure.
Are there things that you still want to clarify?
I think we're probably in agreement. The upper left and upper right image, removing those.
Yeah.
So let's do two to keep it in. We'll just go through the whole thing again.
Okay.
Okay.
Out.
Out.
In.
In.
Out.
Out.
Out. In.
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 Out.
Out. In.
In.
Out.
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 I'm going in.
I got to go in too, because I would love to run an image like this in my paper. I mean,
Big.
yeah, it just,
I want it.
This I think is in. I like this a lot.
I like it too, but I'm really, the journalist in me is a little bummed out because there's no caption information.
Right.
And I don't know if you can get the essence of the person, of Sabina, just from the picture. I mean, I do like it, but
Yeah. I'll go in for now.
Jen,
I'm going out.
In.
Girl and her boyfriend.
the color in this is just so flat. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's a really nice moment. I love how
Yeah.
her hands are framing his face. Well, her face is framing his face as well, and you've got the funky fingernails that say young people.
Yeah.
That's young love right there.
Yeah. And I know, I kind of like this super,
Yeah.
super tight. It's in for me.
Hmm.
It's out.
His eyes don't look sharp to me. The ball looks sharp.
I think you're right. I thought it was my eyes again, but
Yeah, I think
What do
you're
you-
right. Okay, out.
Yeah. Damn it. Out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going in.
in.
and
Down to 8.
That's a good 8.
Yeah,
So I guess now this is getting kind of tough, yeah?
yeah.
So I guess, you know, if you want to talk about like one or two that really stick out to you, and we can kind of move those around a little bit, maybe that'll kind of help.
I'm leaning toward grandmother's love, with the Minnie Mouse
Mm-hmm.
things.
For one.
Well, for one of the top three for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
I'm just, anything you want me to move up, we'll move it up.
I really
I'm
like.
also-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm
That's fine.
drawn to the Girl Scouts.
Same. Boy Scouts.
Well,
Yeah.
they're just Scouts now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Is it? Yeah, it is Cult Scouts. Okay.
I like the young love tight, the two of them together.
I like that dress as a top 3 somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I like our last one of the
Yeah.
person resting their head.
Yeah.
Do we want to vote on if any of them do not deserve an HM
We can do that.
at this point to maybe try to eliminate something or not?
Yeah, we can do that.
Honestly, I mean,
Okay.
these are all very strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I would actually feel bad if any of them got cut. And I know you guys don't want me to feel bad, right?
I would have.
And you can do that. Like, if you think that these 8 meet a bar that you've set that the rest of the category doesn't, you can have that be your honorable mention bar. Like, you can, if you think these 8 are, there's nothing that separates them among themselves, that's how you can kind of proceed on that.
Can you read the description of the category again?
Yeah, sure. A picture of a person that reveals the essence of the subject's character.
I think that's my hang up with the dress.
Right.
Like, I think it's really interesting and I think it illustrates the story really well. I don't know if it's worth getting hung up on the categories. I don't know what it would better fit into. But I don't feel like that's a portrait of the great grandma or the grandma, whoever's dress it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you could make that argument. Where do you guys stand on it?
I think that it's actually a portrait of the woman who got married in it the very first time when it was an actual wedding dress.
Right.
I mean, I think that's where I'm going with it.
Okay.
That this is her essence is
Yeah.
flowing through this dress
Okay.
all these years through all these hands.
Right.
So I mean, I don't see a problem with having it in there.
Okay. I can roll with that. I mean, I think it's really creative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I wish I could think like that.
Oh, you
You kind of you putting yourself
Hanging
down
on a
so-
hanger.
You are. You're too
Yeah.
self-deprecating. I like all these for HMs at least, personally.
Do we have a second on that?
You have a second for me.
All right, so these are all honorable mention,
Yes.
at least. Okay,
Yes.
so let's start ordering. Where are the ones that rise to the top, those first 3? 1, 2, 3.
Could you make the scouts larger again?
Mm-hmm.
I like that they're barefoot. I hadn't noticed that before.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah.
That light is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I would think that's sun coming right through, just
Yeah.
a nice beam
Yeah.
or a really bang up lighting job.
I tell you what, if those were my kids, that picture would be blown up and hanging on my
Yeah.
wall forever.
It's a
That is a
beautiful image.
freaking great image.
And it definitely does look like sun because of that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
blue sky you see on the right side of the face there. That's good evening reflection.
Beautiful.
So what is it, Maddie, that the gentleman looking out the window there sitting on the bed,
Yeah.
what is it that's not doing it for you?
I don't know. I think it's such a fine line with some of the pictures like this, with giving dignity to these subjects. I think that his house being in disarray certainly tells the story of unemployment and joblessness, but to me it looks a little bit needlessly messy. I think that's why I'm just a little hesitant. I don't know, does that make any sense?
I know what you're trying to say.
You know,
Well, as a photographer, you say you go in there and you're gonna make this, you're doing a story on them. Do you shoot around that to make it more sanitary, or do you show them in their natural element? And, you know, I would include that.
Right.
I mean, not to embarrass them, but that's how they live. This is, you know,
Yeah.
it's an honest portrait of, you know, what these guys are going through. And I know that a lot of, you know, photojournalists sometimes go toward, you know, people in bad circumstances.
Right.
And you don't want to take advantage of them.
right,
And I think that's what you're afraid of, is it
Yeah.
kind of,
To feel exploitative?
right. Well, and that's the thing, like, I don't feel like I can take one still and judge it either way and say this person's exploiting or not, but I think that's what's holding me back from being like, yeah, great, you know. I think also just from a compositional point, I think that you would have been able to get the message if you kind of move over a bit. I don't like this kind of toolbox thing in the foreground.
It's
you
a
know?
heater, I
Or
think.
heater.
yeah.
Okay, I guess that says something. I just think the one that we have currently in the first spot is a stronger environmental portrait,
Mm-hmm.
telling the story based on the surroundings, even if it's not a
Right.
happy story. Those are the thoughts I have about it.
Gotcha.
That's so nice to include those picture frames.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Heck of a picture.
Yeah, it is.
So, who has a first place?
Does anybody want to make a nomination for first place?
I'm stuck between two of them, and I can't decide. The two that are in the first position,
Mhm.
first and second position.
Could either of you go for the seemingly one-armed gentleman for a top 3 place?
I don't think it hits there for me. I think his eyes are piercing. I mean, that's what really makes his portrait. But it's, you know, it's the composition, and composition doesn't always have to be the same, you know, rules are made to be broken. But it feels like just kind of a bullseye composition that bothers me a little bit. But I mean, for first or second, I don't think it's gonna hit that mark for me.
How about a third?
Not for me.
I'm trying to remember what. Can we see all of them again? Yeah, I see at least 2 other pictures that I
Like
personally
more for a
like
third?
more.
Okay.
And one of those would be the woman in black at the bottom on the left,
Mm-hmm.
and the one that's up there right now, that one, the Young Love.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
I
the
really
toning
like that
is so
one.
bizarre on it.
Could a case be made for that dress as third? It's unusual. It'd be a gutsy pick by us to do that as third, but that's just good journalism.
I would agree with that.
You know, it could have been better lit, but it's a pretty poignant image. And the caption helps it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 1 and 2 for me is set. Not sure of the order.
I also like Sabina, but I just can't get past the caption to award it higher.
No, I think that's an honorable mention. I like the Young Love for third, and I like it because I think cropping out that way is really kind of dramatic and a strong choice, and I think it's a good moment. And I think the toning is a little weird, but I think that's kind of, a lot of people are toning a little bit flat. I think that's just kind of the way the pendulum is swinging right now.
Is
But
it?
yeah, I mean, I think this looks like there's like some cosmetic companies like that this is kind of what their ads look like to me. And I think it's really like they're 16 and 17 and you can tell that, and I think her nails are really fun.
Or teenage nails.
Yeah. I mean, it's I'm really drawn to it.
And also how their faces kind of are melding together, like fitting together. I don't know, it's a pretty nice image. And that was one of those that was kind of a sleeper for me. You know, the more I started looking at it, the more I got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot about them without getting a clear picture of either of their faces, I think.
Sounds like there's a little bit of clarity.
Can you drag one-armed gentleman? I'm calling him that because it's what it looks like. I know he's got his other arm. Could you drag him up to the top row just to see? Move him all the way to the left. I'm not suggesting this. I just want to look at it. Move grandmother down. Just somewhere in the second row.
That makes a difference to look at it that way, I think. I'm sorry.
I was gonna suggest moving the scouts over to the left. Is that what you were
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm still like fixated on those other 3.
Which one's
The
just happened?
Oh no, we
Oh!
the time slot thing.
Oh.
That's happened to other colleges. I don't know that.
Uh-oh.
the twins.
Hang on. Hang on.
It's 11 o'clock. You can't have class after 11 p.m.
They shut it down after
I
11?
don't know.
Yeah, it's straight to show.
That's weird.
Oh, hello. There's some people here. Hi.
It's sending to the projector, but it's not turning on.
One place we had it was a time, like after 8 hours, everything just
It
shut
might,
down.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Huh.
it's not here.
Well, I'll tell you what,
We almost got done.
Yeah.
we
We can sleep on it.
did.
Good.
The screen and look at it,
You can come back to the screen and look at it if you want.
We could judge it looking at the
Do you want to knock it
laptop.
off in the morning? Or judge it on the
I mean,
laptop?
if we're this close, I'd prefer to get it
I
done.
think we're
Okay.
pretty close.
Yeah.
But, I mean, simply because we're that close.
Let's go with
Okay.
the laptop.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, live feed.
Sorry,
Is that
We're doing-
11 o'clock rule, Marcy?
We're doing secret things.
could be.
I'm wondering, I think maybe.
Wait, hang on, projector in warm
Can you
up.
imagine any faculty member actually walking out and leaving the projector on? I can.
It might be,
Probably
I think
auto
it's warming up
shutdown.
right now, but
Oh, let me.
if you want to do that, you're
I think it's back. So.
Is it coming? Oh, it's coming back.
Since it happened right at 11.
We have images.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
There it is, all right, back to,
Heyo.
just took a minute, just took a minute. You were close, you were close. You were close. We're almost there, just a tough guess.
It's tough.
Oh, man.
That's
In
it.
the towel. All right.
Higher
Yeah,
degree of
thank you.
All right.
difficulty.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, sorry.
Well, fun. You want to just shuffle for the last
Sure,
2
why
minutes? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Are we still live streaming? Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Hello, live stream people.
I'm still not feeling him in the top 3.
Okay.
But I am feeling the sisters, I think, as my first, and the Minnie Mouses for second.
Yeah.
What do you like as your third?
I like the Young Love.
All right.
I just love the feel of it and the composition. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in there. And the only thing that hurts it for me is the toning of it. And that can be, as simple as a computer screen, or that's just what they like. But it's not like it's been changed to make
No.
it.
Yeah.
And anyway, portrait people can sometimes tone a little funky anyway. Such as the one on the far right at the top.
Right here outside 145.
Yeah.
No, I know, yeah.
I agree. I like the scouts
I'll
in
talk to
first.
Josh. Email them all. Thank you, Darcy. Yep. Okay, we're close.
Do twins have like an unfair advantage over single people?
Probably.
It's like, but that one's done so well, and especially with the newsiness of the story,
Yeah.
being the first girls joining their Boy Scout troop.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that order.
Yeah.
My God, that light is nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just coming down into this. Did you want to vote on this for first place?
Yes.
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 Okay,
I
so
think.
that's yes?
That's
Yes.
first.
Yes.
All right. Any nominations or considerations for second place?
Minnie Mouse.
Yeah. Minnie Mouse.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll vote on that for second.
Yes.
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 And nominations for third.
The young couple.
Young Love.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll vote on this for third place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? There's 3 vertical or
That's
2
two.
verticals.
That's 2 out of
in there.
3. I like one arm guy for a third.
What, was that 2 out of 3?
Those 2.
2 out of 3. Yeah.
Yep, okay. That's what it is. Okay. And then the rest of these are HMs, yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Nice images.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one. I kind of expected that though. Portrait and feature would be
Yeah.
tough ones.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
Off goes the microphone.
What's that?
Off goes the